Good evening and welcome to another video or another stream on Buckman's Model Mania. Tonight, as you can see in front of me, I have the Iron Man. I'm going to be starting on pack 63 and working through pack 70. So since it appears there's nobody out there in the chat, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So first thing it has you do is get out the pieces of the hinge, which this is the calf hinge, this calf hinge 2, and this is the calf plate. So the calf hinge is going to go together like this. This part here, you can see there's a screw hole in it, is going to attach to this part here through the other screw hole. There's going to be two plastic screws that go in there, and then this is going to attach to the calf plate. This is going to use two LP screws, which this is the first time we've gotten LP screws. And we'll go from there. Noise on the phone. Just Express Scripts letting me know something shipped. So yeah, the screw is going to go through a hole here and into the plastic inner part of the hinge. If I can line it up, that is. So let me try this again. Matter of fact, just because, let me go to brand. The music in the background. Won't get a YouTube strike because it is coming from StreamYards. Time that one in. Speaking of YouTube strikes, it's kind of irritating because a website that we used to use on Hobby Time Modelers, we are no longer using because suddenly music that we've been using for a long time, royalty free, we suddenly now have to download a new license for it for every single video or stream we do. So we are no longer going to be using band sound, and it will be coming off of our videos from now on. Kind of irritating. We had a theme music that we can no longer use, but that's how the life goes. Make sure that's on there right. Yep. Let's see, they will join the cap. No. Let's make it not too tight. Loose enough to move, but not loose enough to flop all over the place. So that's what it looks like when that part is done. And then, like I said, this is going to go on these two posts right here. That light's a little bit far out. There we go. So you can see the two posts. Those posts are going to fit right down in here. Almost put it on there backwards. Okay. So they're going to fit into these holes. They're going to fit into these holes, and then these two recessed spots there are where the screws are going to be. And the screws that go in here are going to be the EM screws, which are the most populous of the screws that use more EM screws than anything else on the Iron Man. And since they are labeled M, means they are made of, or they are going into metal. So I'm going to go ahead and dip them in the oil. And then put them in here. And let me flip back up to the comments. Hey Gilly, welcome. At 6 minutes after the stream started, you're first. Put the other one in here. I do. There was nobody here, so I put on the tune. Hang on. Eric does that sometimes too. Now I don't. Now it's no longer a distraction. So let me tighten both of these screws down. I also have videos, 2 videos for the bus that I have to post. But before I can do that, I have to download two licenses from Bensound using the exact same music on both videos. So that is how that shoulder or the calf piece goes together. And that is the end of issue 63. So issue 64 So tell me, Gilly, was the music too loud? Were you able to hear me, or was it not too bad? In issue 64, we get the upper shin plate, hip joint cover, a couple of side plates, and some screws and some tape. Find new well, I would love to find new tunes, and I will find new tunes, but those videos are already recorded with intro and outro. They were recorded before it was posted on Discord last night about the was posted on Discord before the they were recorded before it was posted on Discord that Bensound was doing that. Just right. Okay, well, let me put it back just because. I'm not sure if I want the actually rock more to my speed. A little bit lower, and I can do both. Okay. Oops. So I can hear it, but I can't hear how loud it's coming on your side. How's that, Gilly? So let me get the plastic open. And the EM screws are right there. Hey, Gordon, welcome from the other side of the pond. And I know I've been in and out as to whether I'm doing streams. It's been a busy couple of weeks. Got a lot going on here. Okay, let me get all of these out of here. This is R1, R2. And I believe I already may or may not have one of these already. So I can get rid of this plastic here. So it says to put a piece of tape there. What is that tape for? Let's see. I believe that's actually to hold the part in place. Yeah, we are. Matter of fact, I was going to mow the yard today, but that didn't happen because I had to take my grandson to work. He has a brand new job, and so I had to do half the yard, stop, and then do the other halves. So instead, I will be mowing the lawn tomorrow after work. I always love these little pieces of tape. Okay, that's the sticky side. It goes on here like that. It says to put it on there and then to peel the backing off. And then retrieve the leg. I believe it is, it should be this leg here that I need to get. So it goes on trying to figure out where it goes. Goes on down here. Oops, wrong spot. You're going to get a little bit more snow in the next few days. Then it's going to hit Eric. But Eric put away all his snow stuff. That's not going to work out well. Okay, so this slides down here like that. It's really a kind of a tight fit. Okay, and the reason for that tape is to actually lock this down. See, now it won't inadvertently pop up. And there were a couple of pins on the back of it. So now you take an EM screw on each side. A hole there, a hole there. Don't hit the camera. And since they are M screws, they're going into metal, so they need oil. Here lately, I just cannot put a screw in without it popping out sideways first. Maybe. Of course, you guys didn't see that on the 2 videos from the Root Master because I haven't posted them yet. Another one, dip that in oil. Nope, that's not the right screw. And I may have to break down finally and buy the Wera screws that Todd's always talking about. Okay, there's that. That one, and so neither of these are going, or this is no longer going to go anywhere. Neither is shin guard. And then I believe R1 and R2 go on either side of this. Let me see. Doesn't really show, but should be. Let me see, is that going to be the No, this is going to go on here like that. And I'll show you what I mean by R1 and R2. Right there on the piece, you can see it says R1. And you can also see the 2 pins. So that just pops in there like that. And then there's the pins as well as the holes. So this one's going to pop on here the same way. These are pressure fit. I don't know how hard it would be to knock them out. And then, and then there's this hip joint. Lost motivation for the Big Bird view build, not many views, so I'll finish it and post done video whenever I feel so. Yeah, I'll tell you, Gilly, it's been happening. I've been seeing that a lot more. I've been seeing a lot more of the not so many views, but like you said, it's the time of the year. Hey, Todd, we are building Iron Man, working on his leg right now. I think actually this is where we're going to put these parts away because I'm no longer working on this leg. This will go on later. And it will come on here to cover this part right here. I forget how it goes on there. Somehow on here, there's going to be a piece that goes on the back, but I don't think I have any more leg parts for tonight. So let me turn around and put this away in my 2 boxes of many, many parts. That's usually what happens when Todd's late, is he just woke up. Then he claims it's because of the time zone that he's in. I don't buy it. So those are LP screws, so this one EM screw can go back in here. Working on Titanic articles. Very cool. I've been working very diligently on the Voyager, trying to get it done because I want to get it out of the way so I can get other builds out of the way. Because hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have a bunch of them done, and then I will start working on wooden ships. I've been watching a lot of wooden ships lately. Watching videos, purchased a few. So now let me go back. This is the center leg support 1, center leg support 2. These will go together like that. But before they will, I believe this and the spring have to go in, as I just throw the plastic down. Okay, so the spring has a latch here, rocker arms, and a post, or the spring, the button or lever. Spring goes on there like that. Which one is this? This, the picture shows it on here, on the, let's see. I don't know if it's 1 or 2, but on this side. And this will go down in here. There's a hole on each of them right there. Right there. Lever will go down in there like so, with the spring going into that groove right there. If I can get it to stay in place while I show it. Just like that. And this one will go down on top of it the same way. If I can keep it together. Come on. Got the pin. It sounded like, yes, the spring popped out. That's why they have you putting it on. That step is tricky. Todd remembers it. If I can just get it to stay in place while I get the hinge pin to catch. Not so bad. And right here, you can see there's the catch, and it is spring loaded. So take the 3 LP screws, and I'll show. Step is tricky. Todd remembers it. No need for tape, Todd. I got it. Oh, sorry, it was Gilly that said tape. Easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Make sure, yep, screw holes are only on one side. That's always a sign that that's the side that the screws go on. There's a screw hole. Get that off of there. And I'm going to go for this one first. Interesting, there's a screw hole here too that it's not telling me to put a screw in yet. Obviously something is going to go in there later. And third one right here. There's a couple of screw holes that don't have screws in them. Making sure that I don't do what I did yesterday. You'll see it on the, if you watch the Route Master or Route Master videos when I upload them. Stripped out a couple of spots. Think you get a handle his crotch in the next issue? I believe so. You know how they do it for batteries? They have a little plastic tab. Same thing for the tape. Yep. I believe you're right. I looked through the magazines tonight before I started to make sure that they wouldn't take too long. And you are indeed correct. It is the codpiece. They call it the shell. They don't call it his crotch or the codpiece, but we all know it's a codpiece. So there's that, and BP screws. So we're can put the remaining LP away. Changing from these two packs. As a matter of fact, the big base, except for the battery pack, which came in the last shipment, I've already built off screen completely. Jock strap. Cover his balls of How do you know they're steel? Maybe they're aluminum. Actually, it looks like they might be plastic. Okay. Let me get this out. So we've got rotational base 1 and 2, support for the spring, and a tiny spring. The first thing they want you to do is take out the codpiece. Iron balls. They're rusty. It does sound weird, actually. Okay. So there's a really little pin right there that this spring goes onto. Only if I don't lose it. If I lose it, the spring goes nowhere. That's going to go on there like that. Only supposed to fit one way. Yeah, copper balls. They don't rust, they just tarnish. And then support, I can see the angled edges. So it's going to have to match up with the angles there. And there is a pin in the center there to hold the spring as well. This goes on, there we go. Went on there like it was meant to go on there. You get this screw on here. I just saw your comment. I actually was able to load up a screw with one hand. There's one. And for those of you watching the replay, load up screw first, then put it in, and too late. Sounds like, I don't know, working on the Enterprise and doing the resin windows. Two by two by two. Yep. Todd used to yell at me when I was building the Enterprise. He doesn't yell at me anymore because I'm not building the Enterprise. And that one, double check. Yep, it's in there. So let me put these all the way down. Okay, so it's interesting to me. Hang on, let me see if there we go. It's interesting to me that they have this piece here, which they've got a spring on the back of it. If you flex it that much that you need a spring, you're going to eventually snap it. And these pieces are for future. For a future issue. And there's Todd all trying to be innocent. Trying to be like certain other person who's not here right now. Who's always trying to act like he's all innocent. Used in the next issue. Yep. Of course, Todd's sitting there on his website going, where does that go? about time to replace the blade on the scalpel there. So issue 67 has some really long screws. OP, OP and PP. So if there's M, oh wait, well, there you go. I saw the KP, saw the KP screws here. So I figured LP, no, LP belongs in here. KP is just out of place because I put LP there because I didn't have it when I had got the first LP screws. So the OP and the PP belong on here. I don't need a PP. And we don't call it PP. We call it an old man brake. You know that, Gilly. If I can get that sticker to let go of me. Speaking of old man, I keep catching sight of myself in when I do videos, and I'm like, holy crap. My hair is getting, yep, old man break. My hair is all gray. I'm actually starting to lose my hair. I'm turning old. Missed the intro. Didn't need to find new music for this intro. This is YouTube music that is on the intro and my outro, actually. So I'm good there. I did mention when I first started the video that we're not very pleased with Bensound and their some might call it extortion by making you re-download their music for every video so you can get a new license. And of course, the great thing is, Todd, that the 2 videos I cut yesterday that I haven't uploaded, yeah, they've got Bensound music on them and the old intro, so there's nothing I can do. I cut them before all that went on yesterday. Hey, Steve. Wait, Todd, screw Bensound no more? Sounds like you had a breakup. Okay, so the screws are put away. We've got left and right pelvis support, left and right pelvis armor. So is this Elvis or is it Iron Man? Let me just take a look. No, they belong that way, I believe. Oh, nope. It was the right way. Okay. 67A. And it's telling you to make sure left. Both pieces are marked with an R. Not sure if I can get the camera to focus on that. There you go. There's an R there. There's the R right there. Interestingly, it does not tell you which way it goes for sure, but I'm just looking at this. I'm guessing like that. I forgot to put that screw away. Uh-oh. I'm going to throw it away now because I'm not sure which one it is. OP screw on here. I believe this will just slide straight through if I can get it lined up correctly. Making sure I've got this the right direction. Come on, come on. There we go. That is indeed what she said. Okay, so it's actually threads in, or cuts threads into the plastic part in the middle. I've seen on some of these where the threaded part will be on one end. Is that lined up? That's almost perfect. I believe I did, Todd. Wouldn't be the first time I had to take something apart. The tighter curve of 67A. Oh. That is the tighter curve. So if I can get it to show, the longer curve and the tighter curve goes up into the part itself. So I did. Gilly said that's what she said. Did you get the right end in there? That's what she said. Really kind of concerned there, Gilly. Why would she say, did you get the right end in there? Eric, we were talking bad about you earlier. Okay, I was. Thirsty work here. Okay. So then we grab the copper balls. Oh, wait. We don't grab the copper balls first. It was Todd. Okay. Let me make sure. There's an R. Yes, there is. Not, almost there. You can see the R in there. So this is going to go on here right past. This is going to go on here like so. This is going to be another interesting one to do because, again, cutting threads in the plastic part. Let me see if I can get this lined up first. And away she goes. Thanks, Gilly. Gilly's saying like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Amazon Music Unlimited lets you play over 100 million songs. It's free for 30 days and then you'll be
Google, shut up. Hey, Google.
Cancel anytime.
Alexa, shut up.
The Alexa app. Should I start your free trial?
No. Oops. The funny thing is, that's not even a speaker. That's a tablet that's been in here for the longest time. It hasn't said anything in forever. But apparently yesterday, when all the smart speakers were down, they upgraded the website, or upgraded the ears on them. Okay. Because I had a speaker. Maybe you guys didn't hear it. There was a speaker across the room talking to me. All right, so screw on each side. And now this goes on here. Okay. Need to bend that around. When I'm putting it on there, it's got to actually already be there. So it's got to be like that. Because I had it a little bit straighter than that and it wasn't going to fit. Imagine that. We're using PP screws on the cod piece. Okay, so the first one. Get the second one started. Come on. Get that one all the way down. I do rather think this is kind of funny. Just in case you don't know your right from your left. See if I can get light to shine on it. There's actually an R right there. So let me see. Eric's awake and asking everybody how they're doing. Steve just got home. So this actually does fit on here nicely. Goes on there very snugly. And so do the same thing on the left-hand side. Move this up out of the way. Tighter curve in to here. I've got the other two screws already out. You get the two OP screws out. Put that away. I was sitting here looking, going, where is this part? One that's sitting here right in front of me in the plastic. Okay. So this was the tricky part last time. Come on. There we go. It's always funny how things on these part works are a little bit easier the second go around. Come on, Gilly. That's what she said. Come on. Just trying to make sure I don't bend that tab at all. Okay, screw's going in where it's supposed to. So that one's in. You can see the screw head there, or the screw. And this one is going to go on here like this. Find this one was a little bit easier to just try and start threading it without the screwdriver. Come on. That's exactly what I was talking about right there, is I actually went too far and started catching the other side. They're both a hair snug.
Sorry, something went wrong.
Yes, they must have improved the hearing on those speakers. Now it's a little bit too loose. I'll have to rename the tablet. So this one, do the same thing I did on the other side. Wait a minute, let me double check. Damn it. Todd failed on his job again, just like on the Enterprise. I put this on the wrong side. But it'll go in on the other side better. This was actually supposed to be the opposite of what I just did it. Hang on. No, I can't go the opposite. What did I do wrong? Let me try this again. Where is Todd's play-by-play? Todd's off admiring his, he's letting me learn. He's off admiring his website. But actually, when I thought I put it on backwards, I put it on right. Didn't you know, Todd, I'm too old to learn anyway? So what was going on here? Why was it not? I just didn't bend it far enough forward. It's what he said. Where's Todd's play-by-play? Letting me learn. And if I admired his website, I would know how these things go together. But I wouldn't learn anything then, Todd. How am I supposed to learn anything? Ah. There's that one. I did dry fit it, and then I screwed it. Then I unscrewed it, and I screwed it again. Not sure where this conversation is going. It's a good thing my channel is marked not safe for work. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. So now we have Iron Man's cod piece done. Complete with cooling flaps. So let's see what is in stage 68. Has the right hip plate, right support brace, and swinging support. BP screws I just threw on the floor. And OP screws. So let me put the BPs away. The OPs. No, it's the same towel, Gilly. It's always been the same towel. It's just that this camera makes it look brown or brownish. So 68A, which has an R on it. I will get out the red towel and build a red model on it. So you can see there are 3 posts with 3 holes in there. 2 of them for the pins here. 1 for the screw that goes in there. I'm just looking. Okay, it doesn't matter which way. So let me see. Wonder if I've got too big a screwdriver head on here. So that one. Goes in there like that. Of course, this has, they give you one screwdriver, single head for the whole model. Then this is going to go in here like that. And which direction do they have? They have the OP screw coming from this side. This is actually pretty snug already in there. Much better than the last one where I'm sitting, or last two where I'm sitting there trying to get it to line up. Come on. About ready to try the red screwdriver. It's almost like, let me see. No, it threads in there too. So let me just get it started here first. Because it's cutting threads all the way through. It's cutting threads on the Y piece that it goes into, and then it's going to cut threads on the piece that's in the middle. Come on, get in there. Actually, because of the size of the head on there, I am going to go to the red Iron Man screwdriver. Okay. There's that one. Another part to add to the collection, I'm guessing. Imagine that. Part 69 is the exact same part, but on the other side. That's why they marked everything as right and left, because you end up with so many of them, you need to have those labels everywhere so you know which part you're trying to get. Or which side you're working on. Put the OP away. And put the BP away. Try to reach through the clear plastic and find out that it's in the way. Dump those out. Throw the plastic on the floor. Take a drink. And then open the instructions. This is literally the same but different part that two parts that I just did, or three parts. Interesting. There were the pins on the right leg were a little bit stiffer going into the pegs, or the pegs going into the holes on the posts. So, hey, I just picked up the red screwdriver again and kept going with it. The reason they provide these cheap screwdrivers with these kits is because of cheap people like me, because I'll actually use it sometimes. Oh, and got VW parts over the weekend, along with Moomin parts. So I'm getting closer to starting that one. But the Moomin parts, I was missing a pack. So I emailed them, and they actually emailed me already today and said, yep, we will get it sent out to you. This was right and left. I believe, yep, that was all to do on that stage. Which, this is why I'm doing 8 stages these days instead of 4. And this, I believe, is where we tie it all together. Issue 70, which has some of the largest parts so far. Well, kind of. It's got this giant half a hockey puck. Make sure there's no screws or anything in there. So we've got Iron Man's butt. We've got a button, LP and QP screws. So BP can get put away. Get a new pack thing out for the QP. 2 springs. 70, 71, 72, 73 will support parts and instructions to assemble the support base. Once base is complete, it will let you work. It's to allow you to work on the assembly. Like I said, half a hockey puck. Nothing at all, nowhere near as nice as the premium base. So we'll take his butt out. His button. I wonder, is there a left and right spring? Where's Todd? Not that one. That one. Come on. Gosh. There we go. And like I said earlier, you get rid of that. That's what I'm thinking too, Todd. I mean, it makes sense. This thing is going to become really ungainly to work with as it gets bigger. Maybe I do, Gilly. Maybe I do. And I cannot lie. So if this is the button, and this is his butt. Nah, I'm not going to go. Yes, that's his butthole. Sorry. Come on. I could just get the label maker out, but that would be like too easy. So put the QP screws away. So turn his butt over. Put the button into his butt. Oh, no wonder they're the same spring, because it's not left and right, it's top and bottom. Let me lift this up so you can see there are 2 posts in there to hold the springs. That car alarm was my wife texting me to say, "Are you done yet?" Actually, let's see, what does she say? I'm not done in 5 minutes. Oh, okay. Actually, she said, "Can I get them at 9:30?" Okay. So my grandson is due to get off work at 9:30 instead of 11. So central support leg assembly. This hole here and that there are where the one spring is going to go down in there and actually push that lever to move that. But Todd already knew that. So this is going to slide on here. This is a guide for this piece right here. So this is going to go on here like that. And let me see if I can get that to where you can see it. You can see the hook is retracting when I push the button. Central leg support assembly. And I'm looking at this 70. Yeah, take this central leg support assembly. Sure the upper leg tab circled slots inside of 70 is okay. Join 65A with a QP screw as shown. Okay. I didn't catch that. There's actually a piece. There's a piece that went in between the middle of this. And that is where the. Hang on, let me double check. Which ones were the QPs? QPs are the longer ones. Can he do it? Let's go. Parts fly across the room and everything. Yes! But that didn't happen. So this screw is going to go in there. Again, that handle's too big. Oh yeah, that's good. That's got her. Make sure the button still works. Button works better because now button's actually secured. Let me double check. Okay. So these pieces, make sure that's left, that's right. So these are going to go on here like this. If I can get them to stay in there. Right and left. front is going to do the exact same thing and capture those pins. Maybe. Man, this is about a hokey operation. I'm going to have to do one side at a time, it looks like. Okay, there's that side. Now to get this side to go in. And find out later on that I put them on backwards. Okay, that's got that. The other QP screw now goes in this hole. Interesting, it doesn't say to put the QP in yet. First, you do the LPs. And that's actually what's going to keep those parts from falling apart. Just not everything's flying off, just these screws. Come on. Okay, that went in there. That appears to be right. Where'd that last one go? Here's the last screw. Make sure that everything moves easily, and it does. And that is the assembly from that. It is backwards. That's okay. I'm going to put his head on backwards too, Gilly, so everything will be fine. So I'm going to buzz quickly, guys, because my grandson is going to be waiting for a ride here shortly. Hope you enjoyed this. Like and subscribe. Let's see. Buzz through this. Need 5 hands for this. Absolutely. That's why I need a Cisco. So hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Like and subscribe. Come on over to Hobby Time Modelers and see what we're doing over there. We're on Facebook and on YouTube. And I will see you next Monday, if not this Friday on the live stream. Have a great evening. Have a great day tomorrow. Take care of yourselves out there. Take care of each other. And catch you later.